So I got a hair transplant as a woman.
Oh my god.
I know it's a lot because you've seen me with a lot of hairstyle, but I filmed everything and I'm going to talk you through the whole journey. Let's get into it. My hairline was already bad as a child because I remember I had a chemical burn from relaxer. I remember when I got my relaxer, the lady that did it, I kept telling her that my hairline was burning and she didn't listen to me and she burnt my hairline in the process of that. And over the years, I've been braiding my hair, I've been doing extensions. I wore wigs 20% of the time. I was always doing extensions back to back to back to back to back. I do love my natural hair and I've let it out most of the time, but when I leave it out, I would always lay down my edges. The time I really realized that my edges was bad was when I did this hairstyle, which is the purple braids. After I took it down, and I was like, yo, I'm about to lose my hairline. And also when I did this hairstyle, the sewing, because I wanted to do like a flip over method, and the flip over was not flip overing because I didn't have enough hair in front, and I was so angry with myself. And the other reason I really wanted a hair transplant is that it came to a point where I see a lady with a natural hair, I always look at her hairline. I was not that insecure, but I was always noticing it. So basically I decided to do it because I had fractional alopecia and chemical burn. So to prepare for my transplant, I was told to wash my hair, but I shouldn't put like any type of conditioner on it because at the end of the day it's going to get chopped off.
I don't think I showed you guys what my hairline actually looked like. This is what my hairline looks like. So here I have my chemical burn there, and other part is also part of traction alopecia, which is from obviously extensions. To wash my hair, I use a therapeutic shampoo which I use for dry scalp, and then I use my red cane shampoo and conditioner to hydrate my hair.
On the day for my hair transplant, I was nervous because of the needles. I was more nervous about the pain of the local anesthetic because I know injecting local anesthetic in multiple areas is painful, and I was not looking forward to it. And it's on the scalp, and the scalp is very, very sensitive. The type of hair transplant I did, I decided to cut off my hair. You actually do not need to cut off your hair. I was not really clear on the type of hair transplant I got. I got FUE hair transplant. This is when the graft is taken from the donor area, which is at the back. Mine was at the back and then transplanted in front. For me personally, I decided to cut off all my hair. I really don't want the hassle of trying to cover the donor area. I didn't want that. I rather cut everything off and grow everything together. My hair transplant was done in the UK. I didn't go to Turkey for it. The doctor I had my hair transplant is not comfortable with me sharing the face, and the location of the clinic yet. So if you need any information, just DM me on my Instagram and I will respond to you.
I was moving like
I arrived at the clinic. I loved the team. The team was amazing. I feel like I had the best experience. I really enjoyed the company of the team that helped with the transplant, and the doctor. The flag was amazing. That day was honestly amazing. I enjoyed everyone's company. I made the right decision to go for the doctor. The doctor is an amazing person. I have the privilege of working close with the doctor, and I know what the doctor is like, so I know that I was in his safe hands. So on the day for the procedure, the doctor also talked me through what's gonna happen. I do have a list of questions I asked her. I will share it later in the video. Once we're done, she outlined my hairline, surgical pen, and showed me the area we are going to work on. I just had a mini consultation. I'll be having 1,500 to 1,600 grafts. I'm so excited! I can't believe this is how much hair I've lost, That's a lot.
Mine looks like that.
So I was putting the gown and my hair was shaved.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
So cute, she's so pretty, she can work it.
Oh my god.
That's so funny.
I didn't realize I had that much hair. And when I saw my curls were beautiful. This is not the first time I've cut my hair, so I wasn't that sad. I was sad at the moment, but it didn't really last for like 5 minutes. Once my hair was cut, local anesthetic was injected at the back of my hair, which is the donor area. It's painful. That's all I have to say. Ooh! Remember how I said I was gonna get 1,500 to 1,600 grafts? I didn't get that amount.
They've taken the graft from my hair. My eyes starting to get puffy from the locals, and they didn't really get exactly the graft they wanted because my obviously Afro hair is quite challenging, and I had different follicles, different sizes. One was short, one was long. My follicles were growing in a different direction, so they managed to get 1,106 grafts.
So apparently it's challenging to get graft from black people because of our hair structure and how curly it is. Apparently I had 5 different hair structures in one strand. One was S, one was J. Some of them were long, some of them were short, which made it very difficult for them to get the amount of graft they estimated to get. So that's something to keep in mind, that if you're a black person or you have super curly kinky hair, you might not be able to get the amount of graft you want, and it's going to take time. I was told by the team that I made them work. They said my hair was high maintenance. So when they were taking out the graft, I was very relaxed. I actually slept through the whole process, and after that I had food was ordered for me. If you know me, you know I love food. After I finished eating, that's when we started the process of putting the follicles on the front, and like I said, the local anesthetic was painful. This time it was painful.
Okay.
While they were doing my hair transplant, I was watching Korean drama. As you can see, they had screen in the procedure room.
How nice is it to do my procedure and also watch TV?
I was chilling. My procedure took longer than expected because of my hair structures and the difficulty of getting the graft. The doctor was so kind to book a taxi for me. The distance between the clinic and my house was so far. I was so adamant that I wanted to take the train home because I already bought 2-way ticket. I was like, yeah, I can do it because I saw a girl on TikTok saying that she took a train home. So like, okay, yeah, I can do it. And the doctor was like, oh, hell no. So I was like, no, you are not taking a taxi home. And the doctor was very adamant about that because I already had tablets to calm me down, which would make me drowsy, and they don't want any dust, anything that is going to affect the transplanted area. I was given aftercare, and I was told that the first 48 hours was very crucial. I should make sure that I shouldn't do anything that is going to move the follicles. So first day I slept in the lounge.
I'm home now. I feel woozy. I decided not to sleep on the bed. Instead, I'm going to sleep here. This is where I'm going to sleep. Do you feel like so? This is how I'm going to sleep. Put that around my neck. Last night I slept on the couch, but for full transparency, I went back into bed because I was feeling ill. I think the medication I had kind of made me ill, but I went back to bed and I felt better. So tonight I'm going to also sleep on my bed. And this is how I set up to sleep on my bed. You can see I have 2 pillows. I have that. I also have my teddy bear here, which I use as a pillow. I also have this. Tights. I also have my airport pillow. Remember that my teddy bear is behind. That's like my second pillow. At the moment, it's on my lower back, and I fall asleep like this. And for my aftercare, and after the 48 hours, I took down my dressing, and I was clear to start using water on my hair. So I was told to use a water bottle to do that. Now I'm going to take this off. Because from my experience, the best way to take off dressings is to make sure it's wet, so it can easily come off. It's still very tight on my hairline. Just make sure it does not touch the graft. Okay. I spray. So I was going to just spray around, even on the grafts as well.
would say I felt sore for 4 days. My head was swollen for 3 days.
Okay, it's day 8. This is what my head is looking like. I was advised to start washing my head with shampoo on day 7. I was not able to wash on day 7 because I was ill. I'm going to do that today.
My doctor recommended I use the Kids Avino shampoo because it's gentle. She said I should put water in this. When the water is in here, I'm going to put the shampoo. I'm just going to put a little bit. She said spray on the area.
That's me done. I'm not meant to put anything on it, only the cream she gave me for the itchy scalp because your scalp is going to be itchy. But luckily, my scalp haven't really itched that much. Normally when it itch, I just like rub my hands over it like so, but I don't really itch it like that.
On day 10, I was told to start washing off the scalp slightly, just gently, so that on day 14 it should be gone by then, which I've been doing. I'm currently on day 13, so I'm not insecure at the moment on how I look. I think I still look good, but I don't know how I'm gonna feel when the scalp is completely gone, because it is the next stage where the hair is gonna fall off again and go back again, so we'll see about that.
So I'm on day 16 and the scalp is fully out. My scalp still feels sensitive, especially sometimes when I'm washing it. I just feel sensitive in that area, especially here as well. Still feel sensitive. And now my hair is going through like a very dry phase. I don't know if you can see how scaly it is. It's a bit scaly. Now the scalp is off. I feel slightly insecure, not in a way of I am ugly. It's more like it's not really matching the look I'm going for. Like, it looks weird. I've been covering it to go to work, but when I get to work, I take it off. I feel like when I cover it, my scalp just feels extra sensitive, especially here and there. The doctor also said that if I want to cover my hair, I should just wear silk scarf. But obviously, I don't really have a good silk scarf. I have chiffon. I try to wear that. It made my scalp really sensitive, especially that area, so I just have to take it off.
1106 graph. I'll start seeing hair growth in the 12 weeks. And after the 14 days of the healing phase, I can start washing my hair as usual, as normal, like I normally would. They recommended just wearing silk scarf. I can definitely testify to this, that silk scarf is much better if you're going to cover your hair during your healing phase, because it makes it less sensitive. I would say avoid covering your hair for the first 7 days, because when I covered my hair on the 4th, 5th day, I still felt sensitive and my scalp was so irritated by the scarf, so I had to take it off. Also, sleeping on my pillow, I found that my cotton pillow feels irritating to my scalp, so I switched it for a silk pillowcase. It's recommended that you have PRP section after your hair transplant. This is to stimulate your hair growth. So cuties, this brings me to the end of this video. If you're looking to have any hair transplant, I hope this video helped you or gave you clarity. If you have any questions, comment down below and I will answer them. Remember to like, share and subscribe. Subscribe if you want to follow my hair transplant journey. If you're just here for the vibes and you just love hair videos and you want to learn how to do your hair, check out this video. Once again, thank you so much for watching. Remember to subscribe and I will see you in my next video. Bye.